여러분, 안녕하세요. Hello everyone, my name is Mira and I'm one of the Hallyu creators at the Korean Cultural Center in Nigeria. And today I come with exciting chickeny news. Okay, maybe that was a lame one. I come with exciting news because I'm going to show you how to make one of the most popular Korean dishes, and it's called Samgyetang. In case you're wondering what is Samgyetang, Samgyetang is a chicken dish that is filled with some orishi, so you need to stay till the end to find out what we're talking about. It's most especially popular during the summer season because of how hot the weather is. But in Nigeria, summer is what we know. Our weather is almost always hot, so I thought this would be the perfect recipe to start off with on my Hallyu creator journey. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background and story about Samgyetang before we get on with the recipe. First of all, Samgyetang is eaten mostly in Korea on the 3 hottest days of the year, and they are called the Sambok days. Okay, so with Samgyetang, Koreans believe that you fight fire with fire. So on the hottest day of the year, you're going to take a very hot broth made with chicken and some ginseng and other ingredients that represent fire to be able to like bring out all the sweat out of your body and then cool you down. So there are 3 hot days in the year every year. They are called the Cheongbok, the Malbok, and the Jongbok. I'm going to put it on the screen in case I'm like not calling these names properly. And this year they fall in 2 days in July and 1 day in August. The first Sambok day is Chobok, and this year it happened July 11th. And the second one, which is Jumbok, happened 10 days after, which was on the 21st of July, so that has just passed. And the last one, which is called the Malbok, is going to happen 20 days after the Jungbok, so that is going to be on the 10th of August. So it's still not too late for you guys to try out your hands on this chicken dish. And like I said, in Nigeria it's hot weather that we know most of the year, so you can have it any day you want. Yes, let's just get into the recipe, and I hope you enjoy this. I'll see you at the end when we're trying out our Samgyetang. First of all, take out the chicken wings because we're not going to be using that. Chicken under runny water, and I'll be back. So our chicken is now clean and ready to be stuffed. So I have the rice here, the rice from earlier. I'm just going to discard the water and then I'm going to use it to stuff the chicken. Earlier I forgot to show you, but we have garlic as well. This recipe requires you to use a lot of garlic, so this is about 15 to 16 garlic. I'm going to use the spoon now to just get the rice and stuff it into the chicken. So we're going to do this in layers. We're going to put some rice and then a couple of garlic. Do a trick and cover up the chicken because we don't want it to come out. So I'll show you how you're going to seal this now. You can use toothpick, but we're going to do a new trick. I'll get a knife and I'll show you how to do it. So I have a sharp knife here. I'm just going to use the knife to make a hole in the chicken. Be careful not to tear it too much because you don't want it to like open wider. You're trying to shut it. So there's a hole here. I'm going to use one of the chicken legs and I'll push it through this hole like so, and then I'll push this one underneath the first chicken leg so that it's like a cross. So this is what you're going to end up with. Now it's so compact, isn't it? Can you see it very well? Okay, so I have my pot here. I'm going to first of all put the chicken, and then so I still have a bit of the rice remaining, and the trick with this is I'm going to add the rice directly to the pot because I like my broth to be a bit creamy and thick and like give it a bit of flavor. So just by adding the rice, you're going to get that consistency. And then I have some of the garlic left over earlier because I didn't want to overstuff the chicken, so I'm going to put the garlic as well. And then the roots from earlier, the one that I used to make my broth base, so this one, I'm going to put some of it into the pot. So we have, I think this is called milk vet root, I'm not sure, but we'll find the name. I'll put that, and then I'll put the ginseng as well, just by the side. This broth is going to be packed with ginseng. I think this is too much ginseng, so I'll just remove this one. So this is, I'll put some ginseng as well. This is the amount of ginseng I'm going to put into the pot. And then maybe 2 of this root as well. So I'm going to add spring onions to the pot, and then I'm going to put in the broth from earlier. So this recipe requires you to put 1.5 liters of water. So I'm just going to put, this is about 4 cups of water, so I'm going to put that. It's the broth. If you can see, the color is a bit brownish, so I'm going to add it to my pot, and then I'm going to add 2 more cups of water to make it 1.5. So I'm going to add 2 more cups of water so that the chicken is immersed into the pot. Is boiling. I'm going to cut off this spring onion, which we're going to use in the broth of the soup later, and I'm also going to show you how to make a dipping sauce for the chicken. So first of all, we're going to take out the onion bits, which I'm going to use for the dipping sauce, and we're going to cut this into like, so our first dipping sauce is salt and sesame based. So I'm just going to take 1 teaspoon of salt and just use your hand to crush the seed into the salt mixture. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, maybe this is a little bit too much. So this is what it looks like. So this is 20 minutes later. I'm just going to open the pot. If you see, our samgyetang is boiling right now, so I'm going to reduce the heat to low and allow this to boil more for about say 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll check on it again. Okay, so the first dipping sauce was salty. The theme for this one is sweet. So just a baby spoon of sugar, and I'm going to finally add chunks of onion. So I'm going to just add this to our little mixture here. So in true Naija fashion, tell us, what is your pepper tolerance? So we use this for sizing. Is this too big, too small, or can you take like, how many of these can you take? Is it like 1, 2? In my true Naija fashion, no, I'm adding atarodo, but this is as far as I can go because I don't want it to be very spicy, so don't laugh at me. I'm going to add this to the mixture, give it a good stir, and voila, this is our dipping sauce number 2. So this is our sweet soy saucy dip, and this is our salty sesame dip. Hi guys, so I promised you a camera test, so I'm going to try out both dipping sauces whilst we are waiting for the chicken to get ready. So I have them right here. I have the one with the soy sauce here, and then I have the one with the sesame here. So I'm going to start off with the soy sauce one. So we're just going to do a little teeny tiny dip. Okay. Oh my god, this is such a unique taste. Basically, the first thing that you're going to taste is the saltiness of the soy sauce, and then the tanginess of the vinegar hits you, and then you're going to get the sweetness of the sugar. Oh my god. Okay guys, I don't even know if I want to try the other one now because okay. So this one is the salty one. Like I said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of salt. We're going to try this. Oh, this is going to be salty. I don't want to get too much oil, so I'm going to tilt the spoon a little. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Ooh, that is very salty. I'm guessing having it on its own is not the best. So I'm just going to rinse my mouth. Actually, I'm going to have one of the onions. I really like this. Okay, I don't know if you can notice, but the broth is a bit creamy now and it has become like a milky color. So it's time to bring out our chicken and serve our Samgyetang dish. Transfer the broth as well. So this is the cooked chicken. Actually, before I put the broth, let's do a test to make sure that the chicken is cooked. Can you see? Can you see that? Yep, our chicken is ready. Can you see that? Now at this point, I'm sure I have my Niger brothers and sisters that are going to ask me why there was no orishi seasoning inside this chicken. We did not add salt, we did not add Maggi, we did not add curry, nothing. This is like the original chicken taste with just the herbs, the garlic and the rice. But fear not, if you remember, we made this and then we made this, which happened to be my favorite. So that is what we're going to use to eat our chicken. So I'll show you how to do it. So imagine one whole chicken for one person. Koreans know how to enjoy you. Okay, a little into a plate so I can show you guys my reaction on camera. So we'll just, ooh, can you see how this is just easily coming apart? So I'll just take one of those. Oh my god, this chicken is so soft and cooked through. Can you see our rice? Can you see the garlic? Look how soft the garlic is. Can you see that? So I'm going to serve a bit of the garlic as well, and then we'll take some rice onto the plate. Okay guys, I'm going to have the chicken on camera now so I can show you my reaction, because when I tried the soy sauce sweet dipping sauce, like I could not believe the taste. So I'm going to like take a bit of the chicken and then the dipping sauce, that's like the soy one, just dip it in. So the soy one is the one that's watery, not the one that had salt, the one with the sugar. And oh my god guys, this is so good. I cannot believe that I made this myself. To be honest, the dipping sauce makes the whole thing like taste way better than I expected. And then I'm going to have a bit of the rice with the garlic as well. Okay, the rice is a bit bland, so I'm going to add the sesame oil and salt dipping sauce to the rice, and then we're going to have a spoonful of that. And I added a bit of garlic to it. That made a lot of difference. Yeah, that's good. So an idea that I got from one of the YouTubers that I watched was to add the salt thing to the broth. So because you remember we didn't add anything to the broth, so you can add the salt dipping sauce to the broth, and then you're going to have like, based off of how you like the taste. If you want, you can make it as salty as you want, so that's good. But I would recommend for the sweet one to not add it to the broth. Maybe if you're adding just a little, but rather eat it with the chicken as a dipping sauce. So the salt one is for the broth, and then the soy sauce one is for the chicken. Okay guys, I'm going to go enjoy my samgyetang now. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and it was easy to follow. Please stay tuned to watch more videos from my kitchen to yours, and different type of videos as well for the Hallyu Creators program. If there's a recipe that you're really curious about, and if there's an ingredient that you want to know where to find, I'm going to try my best to leave as much information as I can. But you can reach out to me through the Korean Cultural Center and I'll tell you where I got the ingredients from. Even the samgyetang, the ginseng pack, I got it from Lagos, so it's not impossible to try out this recipe if you're in Nigeria. The jujube, which is the red Korean dates, I got that from a supermarket here in Abuja. So like I said, if you want to recreate this recipe in your own kitchen, it's not that difficult to get all the ingredients, and if you can't get the ingredients, there's always a substitute for everything. I hope this was enjoyable to you, and I look forward to seeing the creations that you make with samgyetang. And remember, the last Sambok day, which is the hottest day of the year based on the Korean calendar, is on the 10th of August. So if you want to like get in on the samgyetang hype, that would be the perfect day to make your own dish. So see you next time.